also owned by, or rather, it shows that the owner of the said corporation is former Secretary Harry Roque.
Yun po yung nakita namin sa hearing yesterday, in the Senate hearing, sir.
Secretary Harry Roque, well, you just heard the statement of Yusek Gilbert Cruz that linking you to the said Chinese nationals. Kilala niyo po ba itong dalawang tao na nahuli ng PAO?
Hindi ko po kakilala itong dalawang tao.
Hearing sa legislative franchise at 1 p.m. and there is a very important matter to approve. Now anyway, my second matter, I'll just be very brief. Again, may I reiterate my previous question to Yusek Gilbert Cruz, whether yung grupo ba ninyo ang nag-apprehend doon sa two Chinese nationals in Baguio?
Yes, Your Honor. It's with the Bureau of Immigration and regional offices of Cordillera, CIDG, and the Anti-Cybercrime Group of Cordillera.
Mr. Chair, pero kayo pong lead agency noon, ano?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you, for clarification purposes, sino po ba itong dalawang Chinese national na nahuli ninyo doon?
Yung dalawang wait, sir, I just get my records. Yung dalawang Chinese nationals po doon, sir, is the female one is Wan Keeping, who arrived in the country on July 17, 2024 with and another one, sir, is a male Chinese national who found to be undocumented, and later he introduced himself as a Cambodian, sir, by the name of Kun Mowern. And later on, sir, we found out na siya po ay isang fugitive wanted for prosecution under an Interpol Red Notice, and his real name, sir, is Mr. Sun Liming, who escaped to the Philippines and has introduced himself as Kun Mowern, a Cambodian national. He has been identified as an IT consultant responsible for the creation of some IT platforms being used by scam farms in the country. He was apprehended by the Bureau of Immigration and the PAO last July 27, 2024, sir, at Pinewood Subdivision 2, Babanguet.
So to just to clarify, Mr. Chair, so hindi pala dalawang Chinese national, isang Chinese and then isang Cambodian.
He introduced himself as a Cambodian, sir, but later on, sir, we found out na siya po ay isang Chinese national, fugitive Chinese national.
Okay. Walang problema dun sa isa, no? Yung nagko-claim na Cambodian national siya. Very clear naman na fugitive yun. What about the other one? Ano naman ang kasalanan nun?
Ang kinaso po natin doon is for her harboring this criminal, sir.
So, are these two involved dun sa, connected ba ito dun sa Bamban Tarlac na Pogo?
Iniimbestigahan pa namin till now, sir, but initially, sir, yun po ang pagkakaalam namin na itong si Sun Liming, sir, ay involved po siya, sir, dun sa paggawa, sir, ng mga platform that were being used in scam hub, sir.
Were you able to establish, Mr. Chair, the presence of this person dun sa Bamban operations?
Wala pa po kaming lumalabas sa investigasyon namin, but we are looking at that, sir. Initially, sir, we have this information, sir.
Now, Mr. Chair, paano nyo natuntun itong Chinese national dun sa Baguio? Was there a tip or talagang through intelligence work lang to? Paano, bakit nyo natuntun? Bakit nyo naisipan na nandun nagtatago itong dalawang to?
May informasyon po kaming nakuha, sir. Yes, sir.
So, I understand na nagtatago sa isang bahay. I think sa subdivision or a certain Royal Pine subdivision ang pangalan. Sino po may-ari nung bahay?
Sa ngayon po, sir, as inabanggit po kahapon, it's a property, a corporate property. I think it was owned by Mr. Harry Roque. It's a corporate property, but being leased by this Chinese national.
So it's owned by corporation. The house is owned by a corporation, and in turn, the corporation is also owned by, or rather, it shows that the owner of the said corporation is former Secretary Harry Roque.
Yun po yung nakita namin sa hearing yesterday, in the Senate hearing, sir.
Do you have the incorporation papers, or do we have a copy of the title of the house to prove that Secretary Harry Roque is indeed the owner of the said house?
Wala po kami dokumento as of today, sir.
So more or less, we are assuming that
Yes,
it's
sir.
owned.
Yes, sir.
Paano po lumabas yung pangalan ni former Secretary Harry Roque when we do not have any evidences linking Secretary Harry Roque to the said house?
As to the information kung bakit lumabas po yung pangalan ni Mr. Harry Roque is hindi po sa amin, sir, nanggaling. Siguro po, sir, may mga nagtanong-tanong po doon if whether kung nakikita po nila si Mr. Harry Roque doon, o former spokesperson na Harry Roque. So, hindi na po namin alam, sir, kung saan nanggaling yung information.
Mr. Chair, can we do some diligence work on this matter, because this is very important to establish whether the house is truly owned by Secretary Harry Roque. Can we send some people to the registrar or to the local government unit to ask for documents, titles, and of course to the SEC regarding the corporation, the corporate papers linking Secretary Harry Roque to the said house? Kailangan siguro natin yon. Can we do that?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we can have our investigation.
To former Secretary Harry Roque, well, you just heard the statement of Yusek Gilbert Cruz that linking you to the said Chinese nationals. Kilala niyo po ba itong dalawang tao na nahuli ng PAO?
Hindi ko po kakilala itong dalawang tao. In fact, yung sabi naman po ni Yusek, kakarating lang ng bansa ng July, babae. Yung isa, pagpapakilala niya, ay siya ay Cambodian. No? So, hindi ko po kilala kung sino yung Cambodian yan. Pero actually, Manong Johnny, just to facilitate things, inaamin ko po that I have an interest in the corporation that owns the house. Hindi ko naman po dininay ito sa Senado. Ang problema lang po talaga is we're in the process of distributing property within the family. And right now, hindi po sa akin talaga yung property. But, nagkasundo po kami na talagang I want to retain this property. So, ngayon po, ang nag-aari ng property ay, sandali po, kunin ko lang yung pangalan, ha? At,
so, former Secretary Roque, you admit that you have an interest in this house by virtue of the corporation owning this house.
Yes po, ang may registered owner po nito is Page 2 Lot 37 Pinewood Holdings Incorporated. In turn, it is owned by a holding corporation called Biancham. Now, ang totoo po nito, I will have no more interest in Biancham according to other organization, but I will have full interest in PH2 Lot 37 Pinewood Holdings as part of our division within the holding corporation. Pero ang punto po is, meron po kami contract of lease na ang pumirma po ay isang babae. Ang pangalan po niya ay Yun Wan. At ito po ay date January 15, 2024. At least na notaryado, pinresenta po niya ang kanyang passport at rin-require din po siya na magpresenta ng Alien Certificate of Registration para patunay na legal po siya sa Pilipinas. And I would like to submit a copy of this contract of lease to this body. And likewise, I don't think you have a copy of my contract of lease yet, so I will also provide this with to to the PAO. So para lang pong malinaw na dahil siya po ay nakalis, hindi po ako nakaposisyon dito.
Sino po, Mr. Roque, ang pumirma dun sa lease, contract of lease?
Ang pumirma po ay ang aking may bahay na si Milo Roque.
So you are aware of this contract of lease?
I'm aware of this contract of lease with this woman po. No? At ako nga po ang nagsabi na...
But you have never met this person?
I met her po.
So
I met her.
Kasi kanina po, Mr. Roque, when I asked you, sabi niyo po, hindi niyo kilala. But
hindi
now
po, yung
that
lalaki
you're,
po.
but now you're telling this committee na na-meet mo man pala yung
Leslie po.
Yung Leslie.
Yung Leslie po. In fact, hindi ko lang po na-meet. May isang beses pa na nag-lunch kami sa Los Angeles. So, wala naman po akong kaduda-duda na siya ay lehitimo. Siya ay extensively travel at meron naman siyang ACR. Nakatunayan, she wants to be in complete compliance with the law. Kaya po ngayon, nung napaso ang kanyang ACR, umalis siya ng bansa at ang sabi niya sa akin, she's in the process of renewing her ACR. Pero ang tingin ko, nag-problema po rito ay itong babaeng ito na may alien certificate of registration at merong passport, ang nakalagay po sa kanya single. So ngayon po, nagtataka ko kung ano talaga ang relasyon nila doon sa lalaki na nahanap sa aking bahay. No? At nung nahanap nga po yung lalaki sa aking bahay, ito nga pong si Ana, no? Ang tawag ko sa kanya Ana kasi yun yung American name niya, hinanap ko. Sabi ko, sino yan? Well, yun nga po, lumalabas na yung Cambodian pala ay isang partner niya, pero ang hindi ko naman alam, hindi sila kasal, ewan ko talaga, kung talaga siya yung nananatili doon, pero meron po akong katiwala doon. Kasi po, natakot ako na kapag pinaupahan ko sa in-check, sa Chino, sorry po, sa derogatory way. Minsan po kasi nung ako ay nasa gobyerno, nagreklamo sa akin yung mga residente na isang subdivision sa Parañaque, dinifer ko sa OIC na NBI, at ginagamit daw isang residential house, bilang po ko. So, para nga po maiwasan na nagamitin ito for any other purpose, hindi ko po pinaalis yung katiwala ko doon. Sa labas lang sila ng bahay, nag-aalaga ng hardin, nag-aalaga ng baka, at pinamamasdan ko po kung ilan talaga ang pumapasok sa bahay. At sabi naman po nila, 3 hanggang 4 lang po ang talagang nag-i-stay sa bahay at wala.
Mr. Roque, kailan ho niyo nakilala itong Leslie ninyo?
Well, actually ako po, na-meet ko siya sa LA, kailan lang po. Tapos na-meet ko rin siya nung simula po, no?
Mr. Chair, na-meet mo yung Leslie, nasa LA ka?
Hindi po. Nag-lunch kami sa LA.
Okay.
Nag-lunch po kami sa LA.
When you met this person, this Leslie, meron ng existing contract of lease o wala pa?
Meron na po. Kaya ako po siya kakilala.
Kailan po nag-start yung contract of lease?
Ang date po dito ay January 15, 2024 po itong hawak kong contract.
So prior to the signing of the lease contract, you never knew this person?
Yung lalaki po. Pero yung babae, kilala ko na rin.
Matagal na kung kilala to?
Kakilala ko na rin po yung babae. Pero ang contract of lease po niya is January 15, 2024.
January 2024 yung contract of lease. So kailan na ho nyo nakilala itong tao to?
Hindi naman po matagal. Kailan lang din po. Hindi ko lang po maalala talaga kung kailan. Pero kasi matagal na nilang gusto i-lease yung property. Ang balita
sino po ang nag-recommenda sa inyo itong person na ito?
Well, sila po talagang maprosige na gusto nilang umupa. Ako, nung una, ayaw ko talaga kasi gusto ko po yung bahay ko, no? At palagi po ako doon sa lugar na ito, no? Pero nagpupumilit at ang nangyari, ako naman po ay nandito na sa Manila. Sabi ko, sayang naman, nabubulok, sige, paupahan na, no? So, ito po, isasabit ko po yung aking contract of lease.
Yes, please do. But Mr. Chair,
Mr. Vice Chair, can we also have the copies of those, Secretary Roque, yung incorporators? You said a while ago that there is a corporation.
Opo.
Can you kindly submit also to the committee?
Hindi ko po dala, but I can of course submit it.
Alright, thank you so much.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, please submit it, Mr. Roque, no? So it has been established, Mr. Chair, as per, of course, the admission of Mr. Roque, that he truly owns the house, no? Kasi hindi ka naman magpapalis. You're the one who signed the contract of lease.
Well, we have an interest in the corporation po. Yung wife ko po,
but
hindi ko po tinatanggi naman yan, no?
You already admitted earlier that
hindi ko
by
naman po.
virtue of your owning the corporation
Yes po.
which own the house. So literally, kayo po may-ari nun. Now, my question is, Mr. Roque, since kayo naman ang may-ari nun, pinupuntahan din naman ninyo yun. I'm very sure, according to Mr. Cruz, dun sa mga neighborhood, nakikita po yung presence ninyo. Did you not do any due diligence getting the background of this lessee?
I did po by asking for the alien certificate of registration.
Hindi po ninyo tinanong kung saan negosyo, ano ba negosyo nila?
Well,
because it seems that very clear, kaya hinuli yan, i-involve talaga sa illegal pogo.
Ay, hindi po. Hinuli po yan at ako po yung nakipag-ugnayan na sa Chinese Embassy rin dahil may wanted pala siya for financial fraud. Hindi po sa Pogo. So, malinaw po yun, no? At napahiya nga po ako sa Chinese Embassy dahil ako yung malapit naman sa kanila, no? At in-explain ko rin na wala akong inalaman na meron palang pugante sa China na nanirahan dun sa bahay na yon, no? Pero, malinaw naman po na sabi po sa akin ng embassy, kaya nga po siya nasalagay sa red list ng Interpol. It's because of financial fraud. I think it is P2P in fact. Hindi ko nga alam kung ano yung P2P, no? Pero P2P financial fraud, kaya siya dinagay po sa Interpol red list. At hindi naman po dahil sa Pogo.
So, Mr. Roque, Mr. Chair, wala kayong previous dealings nitong lessee?
Wala po, wala po.
May I ask Yusek Gilbert Cruz? Well, it has already been established, it has already been said, it's in the record that Mr. Roque owns the house. Do you think, Yusek Cruz, that Mr. Harry Roque is a person of interest, considering that the lessee who is leasing his house is involved in illegal activities? Do you think that Mr. Harry Roque will be a subject of investigation? Or should be investigated?
With this development, sir, we will include former spokesperson Harry Roque in our investigation. But of course, sir, we need documents coming from all the agencies involved to prove the ownership of the property. Okay,
we will let you finish your investigation. Ongoing pa naman ang ano. So let me go to the last matter. Masalig na lang ako, Mr. Chair. Yesterday, Chairman Al Tenco was interviewed in Head Start. And he said that sometime last year, I don't know, last year or this year, that Mr. Harry Roque accompanied Miss Cassandra Leong to PAGCOR to assist her in the renewal of their license. Totoo po ba yun, Mr. Harry Roque?
Manong Johnny, kung hindi po yun ang sinabi ni Chairman Altenco.
But I saw it.
Pero
nanood ako kahapon. That's all I did.
Sa
Before
Senado,
going to we can call
may I remind wait.
and we can
excuse me,
retrieve the files of the interview. It was very clear. Mr. Altenco said during the interview na Mr. Harry Roque accompanied Cassandra Leong with regards on the request for the renewal of their license because may $500,000 na hindi nabayaran kaya hindi ma-process yung license nila. And I don't think Mr. Altenco will go on nationwide TV telling lies. So we can retrieve that file of that interview. So you can tanong ko po, Mr. Harry Roque, totoo po ba yun?
Attorney Roque, resource speakers, reminder to address the chair.
Yes,
thank you so much.
Mr. Chair, hindi po. 2 beses na po nag-testify si Chairman Altenco at nandito po si Attorney Fernandez na kasama po doon sa meeting. Hindi po ako lumapit kay Chairman Altenco on July 26, 2023 para kumuha ng lisensya. Dinapit ko po siya, yung Cassandra O, para po magkaroon ng rescheduling of payment sa mga pagkakautang di umano dahil na-dispalkuhan yung Lucky South ng pambayad sa PAGCOR. Binigay daw po nila di umano sa kanilang representative sa PAGCOR na si Dennis Cunana yung pera at na-dispalko. At ito naman po ay 2 beses inulit ni
Mr. Roque, it pertains to the same thing. Ay, sinasabi nyo, ang dinideny, ang tinanong ko sa inyo, totoo ba na nagsama kayo?
Totoo po,
yun
sinamahan
po,
ko po.
yun po ang tanong ko.
Opo, pero
ang sinasabi nyo, you are denying na hindi dahil dun sa renewal ng license, dun
Tama
sa
po.
bayad. But it's still the same issue that you cannot renew your license until such time that the $500,000 will be paid. So ganun din po ang objective nun. Kaya sinamahan nyo siya para matulungan na mabayaran yung $500,000, but the ultimate objective is for the renewal of the license. Hindi po ba?
Mr. Chair, hindi po. Kasi hindi pa po mapapaso yung lisensya at that time. At in fact, yung last hearing sa Senado, sinabi naman po ni Chairman Altenco na meron pa silang lisensya which was granted by the previous administration and good for 3 years. So hindi pa po sila up for renewal.
Okay,
Yun lang po.
that's besides the point. But you admit na sinamahan po ninyo si Cassandra Leong sa PAGCOR to meet with Altenco.
Totoo po yan. At ulit-ulit ko naman po yan. In-affirm din po, Mr. Chairman, sa Senado.
So, Mr. Roque, Mr. Chair, ano ang relasyon ninyo kay Cassandra Leong? Are you a legal counsel? Are you a consultant?
I am
Why
legal-
did you have to accompany Ms. Leong to PAGCOR?
Well,
In what capacity?
In my capacity as a practicing lawyer po, because the company that she represents is Whirlwind Corporation. Whirlwind Corporation po is isang service provider. At ang kliyente po niya ay ang Lucky South. And I'm happy po na nandito si Chairman Domingo para ma-explain ko anong nature ng service provider. They provide all services po to their POGOs, lalo na yung mga nasa POGO Hub, kasi po hindi nag-i-English yung mga POGO na yan. So they deal with the outside world using service providers. At yan po yung negosyo ni Whirlwind na kumpanya po ni Cassie Ong. No? At yung panahon nga po noon, ang problema nila, yung representante nila sa PAGCOR mismo, di umano, ang kanilang naging problema. So ako naman po, in-accommodate ko naman po dahil alam ko na parang nabiktima naman itong mga taong ito. At yun nga po, ang hiningi namin kung po pwedeng bayaran yung obligasyon na gives, no? By installment basis. Pero wala pa pong usaping lisensya nung panahon na yun.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Roque,
Interjection lang, Vice Chair, kapras lang. Just wanted to find out the Whirlwind Corporation Whirlwind Corporation is a realty development corporation. Am I correct?
Tama po yan, Mr. Chair. At kaya po ako unang nakilala yan matapos ang eleksyon, ang nagpakalala po sa akin, sila daw ay mag-i-invest sa mga renewable energy projects.
Pero, former Secretary Roque, hindi sila nagpo-provide. No service provide. Hindi sila service provider, in other words. Kasi dito ata sa incorporation nila, it's all about realty development. So, I was confused kung nagpo-provide sila ng service Whirlwind.
Apo. Apo.
Nagpo-provide sila sa... Wait, sandali ha? Because in accordance with the SEC, ano lang po sila? Realty development. So, why are they providing services?
Sila po ang umupa dun sa lupa, sa Porac, at sila po ang nagpagawa ng mga buildings. At sila po nagpapaupa sa Lucky South.
Yes,
so, yung by being a service provider, at alam ko naman po, ang patakaran ng mga ibang service provider, ganyan rin, sila nagbibigay ng physical infrastructure, pati computer sila nagbibigay, at iba pang mga serbisyo doon sa mga nag-ooperate ng POGO, kasi mga POGO talaga, mga Chino, at doon sila talaga sa electronic gambling involved.
So, aside from the realty development, they provide services as well.
Tama po yan. At kaya
But in relation to their SEC, ang purpose lang nila is specifically for development ng properties. So, I think there are some violation with regards to the delivering services as well.
Hindi ko pa po na... Sir Chair, di ko pa po nakikita yung articles nila, pero totoo po na they are first and foremost a real estate company.
Secretary Roque, the amended articles of incorporation of Whirlwind Corporation is primarily to engage in realty development. That's their purpose.
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Kung sila po ay nagbibigay ng ibang serbisyo, then it's beyond their corporate responsibility nila.
Normally po, merong primary at merong secondary. So it could be covered by a secondary purpose po, no?
So we will check the
meron namang
secondary purpose. Okay, for the meantime, we'll be asking. Sige, go ahead muna.
I'll be winding up my interpellation, Mr. Chair, to give chance to other. Mr. Roque, Mr. Chair, kailan mo niya nakilala si Cassandra Leong?
Right after elections po, dahil I had to settle back to my practice, dahil natalo nga tayo ng eleksyon, and settle back to old projects that I left hanging, including renewable energy projects.
Ano niyo nakilala si Cassandra Leong, Mr. Chair?
May nagpakilala po sa akin na isang Malaysian company also engaged in renewable energy, at ang sabi nila sa Singapore, merong company na may presence sa Philippines that is seriously studying the feasibility of starting an integrated solar panel manufacturing facility. Kasi nga po, boycott ng mga Amerikano yung solar panels na made in China.
Kailan po, anong year po kayo nakakilala ni Cassandra Leong?
Matapos po ang eleksyon. Ang eleksyon po ay 2022. So, matapos po ang May 2022 election, kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, mga July or August po yan.
Kailan po kayo pumunta sa Falcon, Mr. Chair?
Ay, 2023 na po.
2023.
Apo.
Nung nakilala po ninyo si Cassandra Leong, hindi ba ninyo alam, hindi ba niya sinabi na she's involved in POGO operations?
Ang alam ko po, sila nagpapaupa nga doon sa Porac. Pero that's one only of their businesses, at marami silang businesses, especially in Singapore. At in fact, ang palagi ko pong kausap ay isang non-resident sa Pilipinas. Lumilipat po siya from Singapore to discuss with me the feasibility of the solar energy project, no, which is in Cebu. At yung nga pong CEO na yun ang dahilan kung bakit hindi ko na-convince sila mag-invest dun sa solar project na yun. Kasi ang reklamo ng kanilang CEO who's based in Singapore is napakababa po noong, ano ba tawag doon, yung babayaran po ng Meralco doon sa proyekto. No? Kasi yung proyekto na gusto ko sana mag-invest sila, meron na pong gano'n, no? PSA. So wala pong nangyari doon sa
Mr. Roque, sa tingin niyo po, bakit kayo nilapitan ni Cassandra Leong?
Ay, ako po lumapit sa kanila dahil naghahanap po talaga ako ng investors para sa mga proyekto ng renewable energy.
Are you consultant of Whirlwind Corporation?
Ay, in fact, legal counsel po.
Legal counsel kayo ng Whirlwind Corporation. So you have had a long dealings with Cassandra Leong?
Well, hindi po long. Kasi after I accompanied them in PACCOR, 2 months later, they told me they have a problem with their landlord, that they were being evicted from the property, at meron na raw writ of execution from the RT. So sabi ko, paano nangyari yon? Ang sabi nila, kasi nagkaroon ng kaso na ejectment, yung lupa pala na pinirmahan nilang lease contract sa tatay, nagdidimanda pala yung tatay at anak. Siguro alam ng mga taga Angeles yung kwento ng Cruz family. At ang nangyari, yung mga anak na registered owners, dinimanda sila ng ejectment. Pero yung tatay, hindi naman binigay sa kanila yung mga papeles, itinago, kaya umabot na sa punto na nagkaroon ng writ of execution, at dun sa kaso, may mga abogado na hindi naman nila inauthorize.
Mr. Chair, last question, Mr. Roque. Makakilala ba itong dalawang Chinese national at saka si Cassandra Leong?
Hindi po. As far as I know, hindi po sila magkakilala, at yan nga po ang aking ine-emphasize. Wala pong links at all itong request ng China sa Interpol to apprehend this Chinese fugitive with the issue of POGOs in the Philippines.
Mr. Roque, Mr. Chair, I'm just curious kasi for the past several months, medyo mainit talaga itong POGO. And it seems your name always crops up. Una yung kay Cassandra Leong, your name was involved. Then itong pangalawa, itong sa raid ng bahay mo, your name again is involved. So, di po natin maalis sa madlang publiko at dito sa komitiba that you might be involved in these illegal activities.
Hindi po tama yun. And I don't think there's any basis for saying that. Dahil sabihin na po natin na ako'y nag-aabogado, ang pag-aabogado po is not a basis for criminal liability unless you perform illegal acts.
Then not only that, Mr. Roque, may nakitang papeles, dokumento doon, signed by you when you're still the secretary during the previous administration, doon sa ni-raid sa Bambam or Porac, I think.
Opo, salamat po at gusto ko pong explain yan.
So on 2 occasions, your name was involved in these illegal activities.
Matapos po na kunin akong abogado ng Whirlwind at isasabit ko po ngayon sa komite yung aking formal entry of appearance sa 3 hukuman sa Municipal Trial Court Porac, Pampanga, sa RTC 114 Angeles City at saka sa Court of Appeals sa ngalan ng Whirlwind. Yung unang ginawa po namin itong ad cautelan motion to quash or recall writ of execution na in-issue ng Angeles City, Pampanga. Nanaig po kami dito. So it was a minor victory na na-prevent namin yung ejectment. Now, yung panahon naman po yun ay yung isa kong dating staff ay nagsimula mag-aral ng flying sa Clark. At patapos po ang isang hearing, sabi ko, nandito ako sa Angeles, join us, no? At doon po nagkakilala yung staff ko na si De La Serna na taga Bohol at saka si Cassie. Nang matapos po na nag-meeting sila, sinabi naman ni De La Serna na siya magsisimula sa Clark at nagtanong, meron bang alam na po pwedeng tirhan dahil siya po ay taga Bohol? At ang alam ko po, ang sabi ni Cassie, pwede naman, meron kaming tirahan doon, kaya lang temporary lang kasi nga, hindi ko ano mangyari doon sa kaso ng execution. Kaya po, nandoon siya doon sa premises, pero doon po siya sa tirahan. Iwalay po yung tirahan doon sa lugar kung saan ginagawa yung negosyo. Yun lang po yan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have no further questions. I'll just await the result of the investigation of PAO. And let's just hope, Mr. Roque, that there will be no more cropping up of your name in next raids or whatever. Kung mga ano, baka may pa yung bahay na pinaparentalan po.
Wala na po. Pero, Congressman Pimentel, Manong Johnny, you know me from the 17th Congress.
I have no further question,
Mr. Chairman, maraming salamat po for the opportunity to explain. And of course, I'd like to thank you for this privilege to come back to what I consider as my home, the House of Representatives. Maraming salamat.